Hey, Patrick Murphy from Quarter Inch Off here. Today I'm going to go over the dust collection system that I just put in. I have a Laguna C-Flux 1.5 horse motor, so it's 110 volt. And today I put in all my duct work. I did not film doing this. Most likely I would have had to bleep out every 5 minutes of content. This was not easy to do for me. So I went with 6-inch SDR35. It's the sewer. Kind of review what I did here. The biggest problem I had was transitioning from the dust collector itself into any fitting that would fit. This is all 6-inch. This is 6-inch. This is 6-inch. I got a 6-inch coupler inside here, 6-inch band, 6-inch hose directly to the machine. But none of it's really 6 inches, right? So this is 5 7/8. This is 6 1/2, I think. This is 6 1/4. This is 6. I mean, it's just trying to get everything to fit was a pain. So originally I tried putting this tube on the SDR. It would not fit. I tried sanding here. You can see how it's kind of like dusted off. I tried sanding a bevel on this to expand it, but I would have had to expand this hose about 3/4 of an inch to get it on there. So that wasn't working. So I went out to Woodcraft and got one of these couplers, which I'll show you one that's not in something in a minute. And that wouldn't fit. It was close. They're both 5 7/8, the inside diameter of this and the outside diameter. So I sanded this down to fit in there, got my hoses on, and long story short, it's all together. So this part is together. And what I did was I used these Ys to go down with a 45-degree angle, and then put blast gates in. So the goal is to run 6-inch as close to the tools as I can. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do this yet, but I didn't want to create a lot of drops. Most of my tools are on this wall, so my planer, my joiner, my bandsaws, my router table, all are going to be used in this area. So most likely I'm going to create custom connections for each machine, do something different, plumb all that into each machine, but then have some type of quick connector that I can connect there. Or there's a drop on the other side. So quick review of this. Here's along one wall. I got 2 drops. One here, and then one down here. Both all 6-inch all the way out. And then I end right here for some future expansion and a clean out. So I've got this clean out on here that I can take off. I got enough room I could stick my head in there and see if there's any issues. The other branch of this goes up over my ceiling to 2 drops. So I've got 1 drop here with just a cap on it for right now. And for that, I'm going to come down here to my workbench area. I'm going to build a different workbench. I want a sanding table, but I also need to somehow connect this into my table saw. So what I don't know is if I'm going to run my table saw just directly to that output when I use it. I got to do that for electricity anyway. Or if there's some way I can drop this down, wrap it underneath the new table once I build it, and do an overhead collector plus this collector. So to be determined. But from there, I go down to my miter saw station. Now, I've got 2 doors in my garage, so I couldn't run dust collection on the floor in my garage door. So I had to do overhead, which is fine. So I went overhead and I put it here. Here's where my miter saw sits. I took it off so that I can silicone in everywhere in here and kind of close it up, silicone in over here and close it up, and then put the plug through and close that up. Now, that's really loose. I got to tighten that up. The way this works is I've got several blast gates. So this blast gate, I needed one after the table saw so I could use the table saw in the future. So I put a blast gate here for the miter saw. Easy enough for me to get to. I just push it with a stick, push it closed. And then additionally, a blast gate at each drop off so I could control each drop off separately. And then this is the main branch all the way up to the table saw and miter saw. So I need to go back and wrap this with tape. I turn this on, there's nothing leaking, but you know, just for the fun of it, I'm going to tape and silicone everything that I can. and close up as many holes as I can. Like I said, when I turned this thing on, I didn't feel any leaking. Now this unit's a little loud, but let me turn it on here. Once I find the remote, right? Always end up, there we go, there's the remote. So it's gonna be a little bit loud, but I'll show you how much suction comes out of here and you'll be able to tell. So right now I got that blast gate open and that blast gate open. You can kind of hear it in here, but I mean this sucks my arm right up. I mean, that's not me pushing it. I get close enough, it sucks my arm up. So there's a significant suction coming from that unit. So I had the old Harbor Freight unit, which didn't provide anywhere near that suction. Whether it's because I upgraded to all 6-inch now versus the 4-inch, we'll see. But now the fun begins in actually doing all the custom tool to hose connectors that I have, and trying to figure that out. But I wanted to at least get this up today. I did overkill. I secured it every single stud location that I could. You can see some of them are loose because I put that up and then tightened the other ones up. But it's all holding up there fine. No, this crack is not from that. That's from something else. My garage is having issues. So there you go. That's my update on my dust collection piping for now. And then as I do each tool, I'll try and show some videos of what I chose to do for each of my tools. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.